What's going on, film heads? It is time to talk TV. We are talking about Breaking Bad, Season 5B, Episode 10, Buried. Did I get everything? Yeah, I did. Okay, so we're talking about the episode Buried, and when I first saw the title, I was like, what does this mean? Is it someone is dead and is getting buried, or are they burying the money? What exactly is getting buried? Turns out a lot of things are getting buried, emotionally and externally. Now, to get into it, this is a spoiler-filled review, so, I mean, why would you watch a TV episode review without seeing it? I've never really got that, and how would you review a TV episode without saying spoilers? Anyway, let's get to it. It opens up, and Walter White, you see the garage door open, and now I'm like, what's going to happen? Is he going to leave without anything going on? Well, he leaves, and he calls Skyler. He has to call Skyler, and he's got to say, Hank knows we've got to do something about this. But she's busy. She's on the phone with someone. Who's she on the phone with? Hank, of course. So he rushes to find her and finds out she's not there because she's having a lunch with Hank to find out, to talk to him, to sort of let everything off of her shoulders. When she gets there, things are different. Hank is in the most, I don't know who is worse, him or Jesse. They are both just struck. They're scarred. They don't know what to think. Things are going through their head, and Hank is just like, I have to get this guy. Skyler, tell me what you know so I can arrest Walter White. She, of course, declines and leaves with a very dramatic scene that I really liked. The whole conversation was actually really great, and it just, you don't know, I think she's torn. She's well, my husband has 6 months to live, but he's also a huge criminal. Well, she goes back home and talks to, she gets home and Marie shows up. And at this point I was like, oh man, here we go, Marie. And it's a very dramatic scene. Marie walks in and asks a bunch of questions. All Skyler really does is sit there and cry and not really anything. And then Marie gets up and slaps her, and then she walks out, and then you hear her baby, and then she's like, what's going on? So she walks out there, and Marie is taking her baby, and she's like, give me my baby back. What are you doing? Give me my baby back. Wow, man, I'm so immature. Anyway, she's like, give me my baby back. What are you doing? You're not taking her away from me. And she pretty much gets her back. Hank's like, stop being an idiot and give it back to her. So that happens. There's so much stuff going on. Everyone is just in a crazy mindset. They're all just messed up. Jesse Pinkman, the episode, I forgot to mention this, the episode begins with this old man, and he sees money laying on the ground, and he picks one up, and he picks another one up. It's like a trail, and it leads him to Jesse's car. He sees the bag full of money, and then you see Jesse on a little carousel thing. Can't remember what they're called because I'm not 7, and he's spinning around on it, and he looks like he's going to break at any moment. Whenever I see him on screen, I'm like, he's about to do it. He's about to just freak out and go crazy. Is he gonna tell? There's just so much going on. I'm so overwhelmed by this episode. The next scene, it's the Lydia scene, and a lot of people don't like Lydia. I really enjoy her. She's different. I like her performance. She's very good at acting nervous all the time, always looking around. She's really good at that. And it opens up with her and walking to the new guys, and she's like, Heisenberg's out. I want you to make top quality stuff, because they go to their meth house, their meth factory or whatever, and she's like, this is awful. Look at this place. This is a dump. What are you doing? And he's like, Heisenberg's gone. That doesn't matter. I'm here. I'm going to take over. And then you get the violence scene of the episode. So Lydia's down there in the meth house, underground. Well, then everyone's like, the guy's like, hold on a second, I'm going to go up and see who's here. And then you hear gunshots, and she's freaking out down there. And then, who opens the door? Well, Todd. You know, the guy who shot the boy in the last, well, not the last season, the last half of the season, Todd. So Todd is there with his uncle, and I think that sort of signifies that, well, I'm taking over now. I'm going to be Heisenberg. I worked with the guy. Now, I know his stuff. I know his formulas. I'm the new Heisenberg. So what's going to happen with that storyline? I don't know. Are they going to get gunned down? Does Walter White, the 52-year-old Walter White, have the gun? Are they going to kill them? Who's he going to kill? What's going on? No one knows. Everyone's going insane. And that's what I want to talk about next. The ending scene of this movie, which was so good. Jesse Pinkman is now, he got caught. They're like, you were throwing money out. Millions of dollars to people, random people. What are you doing? So he's detained. He's in an interrogation room with a bunch of other cops and the two cops, and they're like, "Come on, just tell us." Jesse's not saying anything. He's got this blank stare. He's just looking out. He's just messed up. And then Hank gets there and he's like, "Guys, let me take over." He opens the door, gets in the room. Bang, episode ends. So what is Hank going to do? Is he going to break it? Is he going to lose it? Is he just going to freak out? Is Jesse the only thing left for him to get answers from? Is he just going to do everything he can to get answers from Jesse? No one in this episode, or no one in the whole season so far for this matter, is sane. You got Hank, who is on the brink of insanity because he can't figure out how to catch Heisenberg, Walter White. Jesse is still scarred from that little boy dying. And with all the money, no one's emotions are stable at this point. Even Lydia's got crap going on. Everyone has crap going on. No one is sane. Things are getting huge for everyone. And there's not plot points where I'm like, I don't care about that. I care about everything. I want to see how everything unfolds. And the pacing of this whole season so far is perfect. Everything is great about this episode and the last episode. I cannot wait to see what happens. Anything could happen at this point. Walter White could be a woman, and I'd buy it. There's so many things going on, and I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen. This is truly a great TV show. Bang. 5 out of 5 for the episode Buried. Have you seen Buried? Are you excited for it? I thought all the performances in this episode were extremely great, especially with Hank. Hank is really, he's doing a good job coming out of his shell from the, "Oh, I'm Hank, and I'm funny, and I'm witty all the time." He's doing great. Everyone's doing great. The performances are so good and so real. The episode feels so natural. And the thing is with this movie, it's not so violent. So far with this season, it's more dramatic and dark and subtle, especially with this episode. We didn't get to see the shootout with Todd and his uncle, but we could imagine it, and it's so subtle. They're not relying on violence anymore. They're relying on drama and edge-of-your-seat type stuff, and I love it. Like I said, 5 out of 5 for Buried. What are your thoughts on Buried? Have you seen it? And if you have seen it, what are your thoughts on it? What do you think is going to happen? Give me your predictions. I know everyone's predicting what's going to happen. What do you think is going to happen? Let me know in the comments, and as always, I'm the Modern Film Critic signing off.